Hey, what's up, guys? It's me again. And today, I'm going to be talking to you guys about why I think America deserves to give everybody EBT. Now, I got to say it like that just to get your attention, but basically, everybody I think in America technically deserves EBT of some form, even limited amounts of EBT, because I look at it like this. If I go to prison for the rest of my life, you'll wash my clothes for me. I get a whole cell all to myself. I get all that. I get like you get the full ride in prison, dude. You get the full fucking ride. You get like prison TV in that bitch. You get everything in that bitch. You get fucking health care in that motherfucker. They give you food. They wash your clothes, all that shit. Like, dude. And then, so you get the full ride in prison, basically incentivizing poor people to just slam themselves right into prison so at least they get the full ride. And then on the streets, you starve people to death. You don't even give them food. They're cold. They're starving. They're hungry. You know, and if you're lucky, you sleep at the homeless shelter. You know how many people can't even sleep at the homeless shelter? You'd be freezing to death outside, you know? And see, in America, we live in a country where not only will they not work you, not only do they treat you like you're not a human being, but they wouldn't even let an animal freeze to death, but they let a human freeze to death, and they let you starve to death. But a prisoner cannot freeze to death, a prisoner cannot starve to death, and I feel like they artificially incentivize crime. You know, and I grew up with people that are so poor, they would literally commit crimes just to sit in prison just so they don't freeze to death. I literally grew up with people that are so poor in this community where they would sit in prison to avoid freezing to death. So you live in a country that is so mismanaged and so garbage to the poor that it's literally better in prison than it is even being on the streets. Now, you need to take that in consideration. All my fellow viewers, all my fellow Americans, you don't understand. They need to give out EBT to everybody, EBT for everybody, and they need to somehow create public housing for everybody, and they need to make it to where like there's regulated rates on housing, all that shit, but it has to be in like the real world category. Like, it can't be fancy, it can't be nothing lavish, it can't be first class or nothing, but people deserve to be at least to be allowed to have as much food a day as they get in prison. Even if you get even imagine giving you 3 prison plates of food a day, but nobody deserves to be starved to death. What country can feed you in prison but can't feed you if you're outside of prison? What country can house you in prison but can't give you housing? And what country can give you education in prison, all this stuff, but they can't give you free college? I don't, you know what I mean? Like, that is really how I feel. I feel like we're in a country that's so rich and there's so many poor people that the rich gotta cough it up, and that's just how it should be. Like, rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Peace out.